Привет, everyone! Today, Marianne and I are going to go to the Leningradsky Zoopark, so let's go in and check it out. African lions, Amur tigers, and polar bears. Oh my! The Leningradsky Zoopark, in English known simply as the Leningrad Zoo, is Russia's northernmost zoo and one of the oldest in Russia. It is located in Alexandrovsky Park in the heart of St. Petersburg, formerly known as Leningrad. It has several thousand animals spanning roughly 600 species. In this video, we'll take you around the zoo to see what this historical place has to offer.
For adults, a ticket to get in costs 600 rubles, roughly $8.20. There are other price categories for people like students, pensioners, veterans, children under 7, and so on. So depending on which category you fall into, you might pay a discounted price, or perhaps even free.
According to the zoo's official website, the zoo was founded in August 1865, and at first was just the private menagerie of Julius and Sophia Gebhardt, also known as Gerhardt. After changing owners many times over the span of 50 years, but still remaining private, the zoo became run by the state in 1917. The zoo has been through a lot, including World War II and the Siege of Leningrad. Still, its doors have remained open.
Siyempre, ay na naman ako, baliw na baliw sa mga flowers. Nandito ako para sa flowers, hindi para sa mga animals.
The zoo's website talks about this and explains why the zoo's name remains Leningrad and was not changed to St. Petersburg. It states, "There has been only one closure of the zoo in the horrible winter of 1941 to 1942, but as early as in the spring of 1942, it was opened again. About 20 people saving the animals during the war accomplished a real feat. Many of them were living right here in the zoo to be closer to their animals. 16 zoo workers were later awarded a medal for the defense of Leningrad. In remembrance of their feat, it was decided not to change the name of the zoo, but to keep the old one, Leningradsky Zoopark. To the right of the central entrance to the zoo, there is a plaque to commemorate those horrific years."
So, ang first stop namin dito sa zoo ay ang polar bears. It's my first time to see an actual polar bear since we're far up north, and I guess you could find it here. Yay!
In the zoo, not in the wild. The polar bears are up in the Arctic, not here in Russia.
Oh, there's a lot of people there. Maybe that's where the polar bear is. Sige, napuntahan natin yung polar bear.
Good amount of construction I can see so far after walking in.
I wonder if the polar bears will come outside because it's so warm, and I know that they thrive in very, very freezing climate. So
Being in the water is good for them.
There he is! Yeah, she's doing catwalk. That is so pretty.
The polar bear is the zoo's official mascot. If you recall from the beginning, the zoo uses a polar bear in its signage. How fitting that it's one of the first things you can see when you enter the zoo.
Yeah, lumabas na siya. Finally! Hi, polar bear! Thank you! Thank you for coming out just for a brief moment. Aww, that's so cute! Finally saw a polar bear! There she is!
Pacing back and forth.
She eats humans, right?
Yes.
Okay. Don't eat us!
Ah, Marianne. Gotta love her.
There she is! She's so pretty.
Хочет. Смотри, да, смотри. Ты на него смотри, не на детей. Ой, посмотри лапку. Он там стоит, и там, наверное, не глубоко. Или не стоит, непонятно.
I saw a polar bear for the first time.
The zoo has many different animal exhibits, including a predator's house, primate's house, Ekzotarium, small predator's house, Bird's House and Birds of Prey House, European Forest Exhibit, Camel Enclosure, Children's Zoo, and more. And here we are at the Predator's House, which houses the zoo's big cats, my personal favorite. But where are they? Ah, there's the serval, and he's come out to mark his territory. Okay, so we saw at least one big cat, but where are the rest?
Kasi hindi lumalabas yung mga big cats sa doon sa cage nila. So we're going to go inside here and probably makikita namin sila dito. So hopefully, makikita namin sila. Let's go!
The first time I visited the Leningradsky Zoopark was back in probably 2007, and I must say they've made a lot of improvements since then, and this is one of them.
Yeah, this is supposed to be where the lion is, but there's no lion.
There's a lion.
Oh, there's a lion. Ah, so nandito yung lion.
Like most big cats during the heat of the day, all the cats in the Predator's house were rather lethargic and just laying around in their exhibits. But, with the exception of the mountain lion, I'm just glad we got to see them. There's the serval. Chilling out there.
In case you were wondering what that noise is, it's the jaguar. We'll see him soon after checking out the snow leopard. And now, onto the monkey house, where there's always something fun going on.
Warning, gross monkey butts ahead.
We've already seen a lion, but here's a monkey whose mane makes him look like a lion.
And now, always a crowd pleaser, the fun-loving gibbons.
Kauma, tell me tutur mama. Sarap. Isa. Kalisa. Tutur mama. Ha, papayat kauma ya. Tayo naman?
Next to the monkey house is the Ekzotarium, which houses the zoo's fish, amphibians, reptiles, and some birds.
Alright, let's head back outside and check out some of the other cool animals the zoo has to offer. The Pallas's cat is one of my favorite animals in the zoo, but let's try to find something, I don't know, bigger and more distinctly striped. Oh, there he is.
Speed.
Moving on to the birds.
Excuse me, Mr. Cormorant, are you choking on something?
Давай. Максим, ну хватит.
Grabe, ang laki ng ibon na to. Ito ang tawag nito ay Haliaeetus pelagicus. Ang laki niya. Ito din, ang laki rin ng ibon na to. Hindi ko alam kung vulture to. Shiny griff.
Ladies and gentlemen, the saddest animal in the Leningrad Zoo.
Just look at how big this bird is.
We've circled back to the giraffe, which you can find near the zoo's entrance.
For something a little more interactive and what the kids would definitely enjoy, you can find a petting zoo also near the main entrance. The skunk, however, is rightfully behind glass. It is not part of the petting zoo.
Time for us to head out. There were still many things we didn't get to see. We'll have to come back some other day.
Wow, smart people coming in. Okay, babe, so what's your impression of the zoo here in St. Petersburg?
Well, the first time I was here was about maybe 13 or 14 years ago. And a lot has changed, it seems like, but there's still a lot of improvement that needs to be made, I think, from the standpoint of the animals, as far as like the cages and so on. I think that they still need to have larger displays and larger areas to kind of roam around. And I think also for the people coming in to visit, it'd be a better experience if they had glass that had less glare or cages that weren't as obtrusive.
Yeah.
So we found a lot of that going on, where it was kind of hard to see the animals, and if the sun's in the wrong spot, there's a massive glare, and it's really hard to kind of get around that. So it's a neat place. I think this is it's not the northernmost zoo, but it's the northernmost zoo in Russia, I believe. Ultimately, I still think there's a lot of great things here, but I think there's a lot of improvement that still needs to be made on behalf of the animals and on behalf of the patrons. Still, overall, I would recommend coming here.
Yeah, there's a lot of animals to see here from different class of animals like reptiles, amphibians, mammals, aviatory. What do you call the birds?
Yeah, birds.
Yeah, the birds. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's small enough that it's gonna be hard to get lost. So it makes for a nice experience, especially with the kids overall. But yeah, you do see a lot of small confinement areas. I mean, a lot of them do seem like prisons. And yeah, for the animals, a lot of them are just kind of pacing back and forth.
Oh yeah. A lot of them. Even a squirrel.
Yeah, squirrel in particular stands out in my mind. So yeah, I still would like to see some improvement made.
Yeah. Hopefully in the future it will improve.
Right. But for what we have, it's definitely
It's decent.
yeah, it's decent. It's pretty decent.
Alright, thank you everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. So please support us by liking this video, sharing, and also subscribing to our channel. Until the next video, до свидания everyone!
Kauma, tell me to tell Mama. Sarah.